make it clean to the first turn. If there is somebody falls in the first 100 meters, they can call them back.
The women's DMR is next. The ACC record 10:53.62 set by Virginia Tech back in 2018. The meet record from Florida State back in 2013, a 10:57.41. Notre Dame, led by Erin Sullivan, the senior, getting her thoughts together. The Fighting Irish, traditionally strong in the women's DMR. Virginia Tech with a star-studded foursome. Hera Ballou will get things started for the Hokies. Star Price, Leah Torino, the transfer, and they'll bring it home with the 800-meter specialist, Lindsey Butler.
And there's NC State with Bush leading off. And here's the overall lane assignments. Syracuse in 1, Clemson in 2, Georgia Tech in 3, Miami in 4, Notre Dame in 5, Virginia Tech in 6. And then on the outside, Virginia in 7, NC State in 8, Pittsburgh 9, Boston College 10, North Carolina 11. Those outside teams will stay in the outside 3 lanes around the first turn, and then they can cut in. And again, reminder, 1,200, 400, 800, 1,600 meters for a 4,000-meter total distance, which is close to 2.5 miles in imperial measurement.
Staggered start. 2 waves of runners, 4 in the front wave on the outside, and then the remaining 7 in the back. And we are underway. The women's DMR of the 2022 ACC Indoor Track and Field Championships. Strong start in the center from Andrea Foster. She's been around a few years for the Tigers. She knows what it takes to become an all-ACC performer. Has done it numerous times in her career, and she jumps out to the early lead.
Yeah, I think this is an interesting strategy on Clemson's part, trying to put their best runner out first. Of course, that 1,200 leg is vitally important. But this is also good in that it's going to force the pace a little bit. So Leah Torino, again, with the fastest 1,200 leg so far this season in the ACC. She's running the 800-meter leg tonight. But she ran 3:23 that first time, so let's see what they come through the quarter. Torino, again, just last week averaged 67 seconds point per lap. And it looks like this Clemson runner is going to come through quicker than that.
Foster, an exceptional 800-meter runner. That's her specialty for Clemson, and she is going to be across 65.5 for Foster. So a commanding pace to grab the lead for the Tigers.
Absolutely, 65.5 in this event is flying. Now the question is, of course, can she hold that, especially with the whole pack starting to catch up and breathe down on her. Now Virginia appears to be in second, and NC State's right on their shoulders, and Virginia Tech, our favorite, is in 4th place on the inside. Notre Dame seems to be buried back a little bit. Here's BC making a move as well. Very, very tight here as we come up to the halfway point of this first leg, 600 meters in. Clemson is still holding on. Andrea Foster still in the lead, but here comes everybody. And I'll be shocked if they don't blow by her in the next half a lap.
Yeah, real strong 200 meters from Virginia's Mia Barnett, just a freshman. She has ushered the Cavaliers into the number 2 spot. Little outside push coming from NC State as well.
Now Barnett's our top seed in the mile run, so she's got to keep in back in her head that she's got 2 more races tomorrow. Here she takes the lead just before the 800 meters, which passed in 2:17.
Samantha Bush has also made a move on the outside. She is just shadowing the freshman Barnett, while Virginia Tech tries to bully their way along the rail with Ballou.
No wonder that they took off because that second quarter was much slower than the first. They went 65.72. All right, 1 lap to go on this leg.
Final 200 meters, Ballou picking up the pace, but so is
Barnett
for Virginia, matching her stride for stride on the back stretch.
Barnett showing why she's one of the favorites in the mile and looking great, getting the Virginia Cavaliers off to a great start. Virginia ran 11 flat, so they were the 4th seed coming in. Looks like they want to win this one tonight.
And it will be Virginia heading into the 400 meters with Parenchuk. Wake in the number 2 spot, NC State 3rd, 3:21.
Wow. Wow, that was like a 64 last 400 off a 217. Very good. And this quarter's rocking too.
No change right now. Virginia still entering the 200-meter stretch with the lead. Parenchuk.
All right, Virginia Tech closing a little bit. And remember, they got Torino on this 800 leg. Oh boy.
Virginia will counter with Kiara Seaschultz.
Virginia Tech showing why they're the top team in this conference and number 2 in the USA.
Into the 3rd exchange. Star Price will give Virginia Tech the lead. The Hokies narrowly leading Virginia. NC State quietly still within striking distance, sitting 3rd.
Leah Torino, the Duke transfer, taking the lead now for Virginia Tech. She's got so much confidence from that 1200 she landed last week, and she doesn't hesitate to go out and put it down. We'll get her split. And also the Virginia runners and the NC State. What can the NC State half miler do? That's Anna Vest. She's also a top miler in this conference. And 28 seconds for Torino. Torino out in 28 seconds. That probably doesn't set her up for a sub 2-minute leg, but that's how fast it is.
What a feeling this must be for Torino. Her first event in the championship, not wearing the Duke colors, leading the way for Virginia Tech. Although right now she's feeling the heat from Seaschultz, the talented freshman. Seaschultz trying to make a move, but Torino still with that rail position into the corner.
Something like 57 seconds to the quarter for Torino, so she threw a 28 and then a 29 down. Outstanding running.
Keep an eye on Anna Vest. She's not going to go backwards. Strong straight away in the backstretch.
Vest has got that mile straight, so if anyone can hang on, it's her. Man, State is in this thing. And remember, they got Kelsey Chamil in the anchor. This is going to set up to be a fascinating finish. Torino now looking a little tight. That opening 400 maybe taking its toll, and they were about 132 at 600 meters. So they definitely slowed on that 3rd lap, except for Vest. Vest is pouring it on, and it looks like Vest is going to take the lead. Now Torino's trying to hold her off. Here comes Vest. NC State into the lead.
Anna Vest taking over on the back straightaway, trying to give her exchange to Camille in the number 1 spot, and that's where the Wolfpack will be.
Outstanding running on that 800-meter leg. Now Chamil with the lead. That's not the situation you wanted to be in if you're for Virginia or Virginia Tech. Kelsey Chamil, a dangerous anchor, but so is Butler.
Lindsey Butler, the exceptional 800-meter runner for the Hokies. Always looks so effortless in her stride. See her make the move on the corner, around the outside of lane 1, shoulder to shoulder for a moment with Camille. And now Camille starting to create a little separation. Virginia still sitting 3rd with Appleton.
What Butler needs to do is just keep it close with Chamil. We know with that 800-meter speed she has, she could probably outkick Chamil, but Chamil definitely has the possibility of pulling it away. And look who's taken over the lead here. It's the Miami runner. No, it's a lap situation. My bad. I said that is a surprise. Chamil in the lead, Butler 2nd, and Virginia 3rd.
So Camille continues to hold serve. Virginia Tech hoping that Butler has her patented kick. And then for Virginia, for Appleton, this is her first indoor experience, so she's kind of the wild card of the trio right now.
Yes, she can do it though. All 3 of these runners could come away with this victory. Now Butler taking the lead. I'm not sure what she expects instead of playing the safe strategy to second with Chamil, but maybe she's worried that Virginia could also throw it down. Chamil's strong. She can stay with her. But this I think shows the excitement you have with the home team. Butler feeling all those Virginia Tech Hokie vibes coming out at her and decides to take the lead.
Now you look at the stretch that North Carolina State and Virginia Tech have both enjoyed. The Wolfpack dominant in cross country. The distance races have been their realm. Virginia Tech, so much success in the 800 meters throughout the years with the great Rachel Pokratsky and some of the others who have followed. Butler sliding right into that mix for them.
Absolutely. This is exciting. We're coming up to the 800 meters here. And they're in that 213 area, 212, 213 for 800 meters. So they are cruising. If they were able to maintain that pace, you're talking sub 430 miles. This distance medley brings out the very best in the highest level competitors. I don't think there's anybody in this top three that want to cede any ground to anybody else. Now Notre Dame's not in the mix coming in. Again, they would have been one of the top seed. Now we see them way back. It looks like Boston College now moving into fourth.
Yeah, Lauren White, talented runner for BC, poising Boston College into the number 4 spot. Notre Dame sitting 5th right now, so a little bit further back than we both thought, as Camille and Butler continue to go back and forth. Butler still holding the edge for Virginia Tech, but impressed with Appleton, the youngster. She is right there with the power too.
We're coming up on 2 to go. That's 400 meters to go, so it's getting to be kick time soon. And roughly 3:25 at 1,200 meters.
Now you're going to start to hear the noise. Now you're going to start to feel the emotion of the Virginia Tech fans inside the Rector Fieldhouse. Butler trying to hang on. An ACC champion on her heels with Camille.
Camille's strong, Butler's fast. Who's gonna win this? We saw Coach Lori Gomez, the NC State women's head coach and head cross country coach of the national championship team, looking concerned, and here's why. Butler with the lengthened stride here into the final lap.
Into the back straightaway.
We have about 150 to go.
Butler continues to open up the lead. Camille starting to fall back.
100 meters to go. Butler's got this thing. It is over.
Appleton has passed Camille, and Virginia Tech on their home track, bringing home the gold in the DMR.
Look at that time, 10:53.75.
A meet record.
Just a few tenths off their time last Friday, but that'll still keep them number 2 in the nation for sure. Speed kills, and this time the speed beats strength. Butler out-kicking Camille, the ACC cross-country champ.
Hannah Ballou, Star Price, Leah Torino, Lindsey Butler. A meet record time, shattering the old mark by nearly 4 seconds, set by Florida State back in 2013.
Yes, a meet record, absolutely. That's the thing. You know, they ran, like I said, just a couple ticks slower than last week, but last week was on an oversized track. I guess that's converted, but still, fantastic performance on this track to run 10:53 here. Outstanding. Here's earlier in the day in this race, and Tech's taking the lead for the first time from Price past the Virginia runner.
Yeah, Star Price really had a solid 400-meter leg. I thought she was the key to kind of get the momentum rolling. And then once you get it to Butler, you had a good feeling if you're Virginia Tech that this was your race.
Absolutely, and that really solid 800-meter leg in between turned in by Leah Torino, who we see here in our immediate shot with bib 304. But just an outstanding team effort overall. Butler wisely taking the lead, I suppose, on Camille fairly early in the race, because she definitely had plenty in reserve. Fantastic race, and the Hokies well on their way to that women's title with 10 big points here. Virginia picking up 8 points in second, NC State 6 points in third, and Notre Dame getting 5 points for 4th place. And as you see, 3 teams under that 11-minute barrier in this one outstanding distance medley to get the women's running events underway here in Blacksburg.
Will it be a Virginia Tech sweep on this opening night in the DMR? The Hokie men getting loose and ready. Can they pull off what the women just did, and that's win an ACC championship?